Welcome to the Great Plains Association for College Admissions Counseling Virtual College Fair. My name is Jasmine. I'm going to serve as your facilitator for our session today. Before we get started, I have a few housekeeping announcements. The first, you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our amazing panelists at any point throughout our session today. Second, your camera and microphone are off, so we cannot see or hear you. Third, this is just one of many different sessions that we're offering, so feel free to visit our registration site to sign up for additional sessions. And finally, this presentation will be recorded, and you'll have access to that recording within about a week or so. With that said, I want to introduce our first presenter, University of Central Oklahoma.
Hello, my name is Latasha Giddings. I'm from the University of Central Oklahoma. I'm going to share my screen really fast. All right, so again, my name is Latasha Giddings. I'm from the University of Central Oklahoma. We are located in Edmond, Oklahoma, which again, in Edmond, Oklahoma. I'm the Assistant Director for Freshman Recruitment and Community Outreach here at the University of Oklahoma. My fun fact about UCO is that we're the third largest institution in the state of Oklahoma. And so we are a pretty big campus, but we have small classroom sizes and it really feels like home. My contact information is going to be right here at the bottom. All right, so just a little bit about the University of Central Oklahoma. Again, we're the third largest university in the state of Oklahoma. We have on our average classroom size is going to be 26 people, 120 different majors on our campus, and about 15,000 students. We also are ranked #1 in Oklahoma for job placement after graduation. So for academics, again, we have 120 plus different majors on our campus. We are known for our forensic science. We're the #1 we're #3 in the nation and #1 in the state for our forensic science program. We were also the first teachers college in the state of Oklahoma. So education 2 and through is usually what we thrive for. We are ranked #1 in our nursing program as well as business. So again, we have several different majors on our campus, as well as a different type of another location. Instead of Edmond, Oklahoma, we also have 2 other facilities in our downtown Oklahoma City area. So again, you can take classes in Edmond, Oklahoma, or you can also take classes in downtown, which is about 15 minutes away. So how do you get accepted into UCO? If you are a first-time freshman, all you need is a 20 on the ACT or a 1030 on the SAT, or a 2.7 overall GPA unweighted, and be in the top 50% of your class. If you're not in the top 50% of your class, we do what's called a core calc, 2.7 overall for your 15 core units. All we'll need is an official high school transcript and an ACT or SAT scores. We also have a test optional option this year for due to COVID. So a 2.1 unweighted high school GPA is all you need pretty much is for your test optional option. We just actually got approved to do this for about 5 more years. And so again, this is going to be a new option for UCO's admission. For transfer students, if you're transferring into to the University of Central Oklahoma, all you need as a transfer student is a 24 credit hour. So I usually just say a good solid year, 1.7 GPA, just have a 2.0 GPA, all of your official transcripts from any other institution you've ever been to, and congratulations, you're admitted into the University of Central Oklahoma. So it's pretty easy. If you have less than that, 7 to 23 credit hours, 1.7 GPA, and meets freshman requirements, you're good to go. Scholarships. Whenever you're applying to UCO, you're really applying for our scholarships, the 2-in-1 application process. So on the actual application, it says, do you want scholarships? You click yes, and it gives you for automatic scholarship, leadership scholarships, as well as state regents. February 1st is our deadline for our scholarships. April 1st is for our academic scholarships as well. Life on universities, on UCO's campus. We have diversity and inclusion, fraternity and sorority lives, campus community service, UCOSA, major programs, intramural sports, and much more. So again, we have several things on our campus for campus life. We have over 200 different student activities on UCO's campus. So at any point in time, you can definitely come in and do things outside of your major. Athletics, we are D2. We have 14 different sports on our campus, and for your general admissions and free admissions to games when you're at UCO. We also have club sports, so bass fishing, cheer and pom, and tons of other things. We also have on our campus as well, housing. So our housing is going to be, we have 5 housing options on our campus. You're not required to live on our campus at any point in time, but again, we have 5 housing options on our campus: the Quad, University Suites, Murdoch, Commons, and the West Hall. So again, we definitely have those options for first-time freshmen or any type of student on our campus. So again, some important dates again that I kind of want to bring up again. February 1st was our leadership deadline. April 1st is our automatic scholarship deadline. And if you are an incoming freshman, you'll know something about financial aid and award notifications in the spring. Here is my information for, again, how to contact us or for on social media or anything like that. And if not, that's all I have for you guys. I'm going to put my contact in the chat description. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Thank you.
All right, and hi everyone. My name is Elise and I am an admissions officer here with the University of North Texas. I'm just going to be sharing a little information about our university, so let me go ahead and share my screen and we can get started here. Okay, so starting right off the bat here. So University of North Texas is located in Denton, Texas. It's about 45 minutes outside of Dallas, depending on where you're coming from. And it's a great college town. So the university itself has about 41,000 students. And so there's a lot of fun things and activities to do around Denton. We have a huge active live music scene and also some food trucks in the area where students like to go and grab a bite to eat. During normal times, we have a North Texas State Fair and Rodeo. We have some holiday festivals you can go to. We even have a Denton Arts and Jazz Festival as well. So our music program, and in particular our jazz program, are really, really well renowned in the Denton area. And you can kind of see that throughout our live music scene. Some other fun things you can do are check out any of our coffee shops, any of our record stores, and we even have a bookstore which was converted from an old opera house you can go and see throughout Denton. We also have our satellite campus over in Frisco. This is our mainly transfer heavy campus. It's much smaller. It only has about 800 students here, but we just picked this location because of the job opportunities in the area. And then going to the DFW area in total. So it's a huge metroplex for a ton of job opportunities for when you graduate from UNT. Some of those Fortune 500 companies are going to be ExxonMobil, AT&T, American Airlines, Southwest Airlines, and so on. And so you can go check all of those out online. Okay, so getting into a couple of our academics here. So within UNT, we do have 12 colleges at our Denton and Frisco campuses. Some of those colleges are going to be our College of Information, College of Visual Arts and Design, College of Science, College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, and then so on. And within those colleges, we have 109 different bachelor's degrees. So I love to tell students that we can definitely find an academic plan for you. Some of our popular undergraduate degrees are going to be any of our business programs, any of our education programs, music, engineering, any health-related programs. So if you want to go into med school, nursing school, physical therapy school, we have a health career center to help you through that. And I want to talk about some of our nationally recognized programs here. These are just a couple. So we have aviation logistics, which just has to do with air transportation, consumer experience management, and this is a degree for how consumers think and why they choose to stay with a business, which is really important. Next is emergency administration and planning, so anything that has to do with hazard planning. And then, moving on from there, we have our jazz studies program, which was implemented in 1946. And then a fun fact I like to add in here is that we are the only college jazz band that's been nominated for a Grammy, and we've been nominated 7 times. And then last but not least is our communication design program. And so this is a graphic design and user experience degree, and it's really employable upon graduation. There is a portfolio review to get in. But again, these are just a few of our nationally recognized programs. You can go and check all of these out online. Okay, so getting into our admission requirements here. So your first step is going to go on Apply Texas or the Common App and submit your application. So each year on July 1st is when our following fall application opens. So this July will be for our fall of 2022. Your next step will be to submit your official high school transcript. And as you can see, we are SAT, ACT optional right now. We're thinking of implementing this for the fall of 2022, but we'll have more word on that towards that July 1st application start date. And then your third step will be to monitor your portal for an admission decision. It usually takes between 2 and 4 weeks. And here is our criteria for automatic admission to UNT. So like I said, we are ACT, SAT optional right now. So you don't have to necessarily look at that, but we do accept those scores if you want to make your application stronger. We also are looking at a cumulative unweighted 3.0 GPA throughout all of high school, and then your class rank for admission and scholarship purposes. And then we also accept test scores through College Board or any dual credits that you have. All right, so this is going to be our application timeline. So July 1st, like I said, is when that application opens on Apply Texas and the Common App, and then that priority date is going to be March 1st. From October 1st through January 15th, it's going to be that FAFSA or TAFSA priority date. So the free application for federal student aid will apply you for any grants, loans, or work study programs. And then TAFSA is for any student that is identified as undocumented. So this will apply them for state financial aid through Texas and grants. Really important for funding towards college. October 1st through March 1st is going to be our general scholarship application. And so we have over 195 scholarships at UNT. And I really love the general scholarship application because it will auto match you with any scholarships you're eligible for. Moving down to mid-January here, that's when the housing application opens. And so about mid-October is when you'll start an e-housing account, talk with your roommates and pick your residence hall on campus. And we do have 15. Moving down to summer, it's going to be those orientation sessions where you'll meet with your academic advisor and you'll schedule your courses for the fall term. And then in August is your Mean Green Move-In. And this will be about a week before classes start towards the end of August. They'll get you ready to start that awesome freshman year at UNT. All right, and then lastly here is going to be our appointments and ways you can connect with us. So you can chat with us online through Scaffi the Eagle. It's a little chat bot that comes up on our admissions page. You can make an appointment. This is our official mailing address if you want to write it down, but you can also send official documents to that unt.freshman@unt.edu email inbox. And my contact information is right here as well if you want to write it down as a personal contact for an admissions officer. I can accept official documents, or you can always call or text me if you need additional information. But thank you guys so much, and I'll be looking at the chat box for any questions.
Hi all, my name is Anna Prophet and I am an admissions counselor at Friends University. And let me share my screen really quick with you guys. All right, so here's just a view of Friends University's campus. We are located in Wichita campus. I really like this picture because you can kind of see downtown Wichita, and also to the right you can see Davis Hall, and that's where like financial aid is located, admissions, our auditorium, and of course you can kind of see some of the other buildings like our library. The computer is being a little bit slow. See that picture of her. Here's a couple fun facts about Friends University. We do have about 800 to 900 undergraduates here at Friends University. This is really nice because a lot of your general education courses will have about 30 students in them, while a lot of your major courses themselves may have around as little as 5 students all the way up to 12 students. I really like this because you do get to know the other people in your class really well, and you also get to know your professors very well. Just a couple of the programs that we have here at Friends University. We do have over 60 to 70 total majors here at Friends. I always like to point out our zoo science program here at Friends University. It is one of only 3 programs in the United States. The really cool thing about this is if you want to become a zookeeper, this would be the program to get involved in. The really cool internships that they have are at the Sedgwick County Zoo, and you get to work hands-on with the animals. And also we have a wildlife habitat called Tanganyika that a lot of our students intern at as well. CAPS degree. So if you are a student that is wanting to take online classes and evening classes, you can do that as well. We do require freshmen to live in the dorms, but sophomores through seniors can live off campus if they want to. Our freshman housing is ranked #1 here in the state of campus for housing and 23rd in the nation. So here's a little bit about the academic scholarships that we have. It's really nice because every student that is accepted at Friends University does receive receive an academic scholarship. For freshmen, this is between $5,000 and $12,000, and for transfers, it would be between $4,000 and $10,000. To receive these academic scholarships, the only thing you have to do is make sure to send your transcripts to Friends University. We do offer a lot of other scholarships as well. About 60 to 70% of our students at Friends University are athletes. So of course we offer athletic scholarships. Fine arts is a big program here at Friends University. So we have fine arts scholarships as well. A couple of these other scholarships I'll touch on really quickly. Out of this list, my favorite one is the Summit Ministry Scholarship. If your student or a student attends Summit Ministries, they will receive $2,500 credited towards Friends University for every year that they attend Friends University. There are a couple other scholarship opportunities as well. I really like student worker positions. Since so many of our students are student athletes or involved in fine arts, they do need a flexible schedule. So there are a lot of job opportunities on campus. You can work up to 25 hours a week, but of course, if your schedule is really busy, you can work as little as 2 to 5 hours a week. And I always like to tell students, make sure you're talking with the financial aid department, make sure you fill out that FAFSA once it does open. So our application process is pretty simple. You can just go online to friends.edu/apply. Our application is free and it only takes about, I would say, 10 to 15 minutes to complete. Some of the requirements to get into Friends University, if you are an incoming freshman, you'll either have to have a 2.75 GPA to be accepted or a 2.0 with an 18 on your ACT to be accepted. If you are a transfer student, then you'll have to have a 2.0 GPA. Here's just a little of my contact information, Anna_Profit at friends.edu, and there's my number right there, but of course I'll leave that in the chat. And that is all I have for you guys. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Andrew Finley. I'm an admissions representative at Judson University. I'm going to share my screen with you all quickly. So here at Judson University, we believe in shaping lives that shape the world. Judson University is located in Elgin, Illinois. We're a 4-year Christian liberal arts university. And just to highlight Elgin, Illinois, we're about 40 miles northwest of Chicago. So it's really easy to hop on a train or drive into Chicago if you wanted to go in there for the weekend. We have around 1,200 students total on campus, and it's a 90-acre campus located along the Fox River. And in this picture below, you can see an overhead view of our campus and all 90 acres of it. I want to start off by talking about our admissions requirements for fall 2021. Some exciting news for our seniors that are looking to still apply. We have waived our $50 application fee for the rest of our fall 2021 class, so it's completely free to apply. When I send out my contact information, I'll put a link to our application online, and you can do that pretty quickly. It's about 10 to 15 minutes to fill out, and it's completely free to apply. So I want to encourage you to apply if you're interested after this presentation. Along with that, we are test optional for fall 2021 students, as long as you're above a 2.75 GPA. So the only other thing that we'll need with your application are your official transcripts. And so I would recommend having a conversation with your high school guidance counselor to see what the best way is to send those official transcripts in to Judson University. So to highlight about our school, Judson is committed to the student. We have small class sizes here at Judson with a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio, and 78% of our classes have less than 20 students in them. So if you're looking for a smaller class size, Judson University may be a great fit for you. Some of the benefits of those smaller class sizes are direct contact with your professors, both inside the classroom and outside of the classroom. You're going to be able to ask them questions, get the help you need in order to succeed in the classroom. Another benefit of that we see at Judson is great interaction and community amongst your other classmates. You're going to see and know a lot of the people that you're sitting in class with, and it just really builds a great learning environment for everybody involved. While we are a smaller school, we do have plenty of options for students. We have more than 60 majors, minors, and concentrations. Some of our more popular ones are listed below for you to be able to see, like architecture, business, our exercise sports science program, and our education department. There's a really cool opportunity if you're looking for leadership or resume building opportunities at Judson. Every semester we have a World Leaders Forum. And World Leaders Forum brings recognized world leaders to Judson's campus and allows our students to be involved and participating in Q&A panels with these world leaders, and even luncheon opportunities, and just to get to know them and kind of hear their impact on the world. Some of the more notable World Leader Forum speakers that we've had in the previous years have been Mark Cuban, George Bush, Caroline Kennedy, Tony Blair, Condoleezza Rice, Felipe Calderon, and the Queen of Jordan. Now I want to talk about our sports teams at Judson. We have 20 different sports teams, and you'll see all of them listed on the screen there. We participate in the NAIA and the NCCAA. So with us being an NAIA school, we can offer both athletic scholarship and academic scholarship. So that's really beneficial when you start to put together those financial aid packages, as well as a lot of our student athletes enjoy the competition and being able to be involved in their sports and continuing in college. So if you are interested in any of the sports that were listed there, another thing that will be in the chat at the end, there'll be a web athletic form. And if you fill that out, that'll get you directly contacted with our coaches at Judson, and they'll be reaching out to you shortly to get you more information on those sports teams. I mentioned our athletic scholarships already and briefly touched on the academic scholarships. Our academic merit-based scholarships are based on GPA. So once we receive your official transcripts to go along with your application, you'll receive some form of academic scholarship to go along with that. So you don't have to do any additional pieces in order to get your academic scholarship. We also have some other scholarship opportunities in music, theater, art. And then we also have endowed scholarships at Judson. So there's a separate application you can fill out if you're looking for additional aid after you receive your initial financial aid package. Another thing I want to encourage you to do for seniors, juniors, even if we have sophomores and freshmen on here, it's never too early to start looking for outside scholarships and private scholarships. A couple of the websites that are posted on that screen, fastweb.com and scholarships.com, those are great resources. There's tons of different scholarship opportunities out there. And if you qualify for those, typically schools will accept those to go along with your existing financial aid package. So it'll be a benefit to you no matter what school you go to hop on and look at some of the different scholarships that you may qualify for. A couple other things that I want to highlight with the financial aid piece. 99% of our students receive scholarships that come to Judson. So that's a big benefit for you. Our tuition fees and our room and board are listed on the screen. Tuition for this coming year will be $28,840 and our room and board will be $10,790. Again, that's before financial aid, so don't be alarmed by those numbers. And our meal plans are included in the room and board costs. Also, to go along with our scholarship pieces, we also have government grants, different loan opportunities, and we also have a work study opportunity where you can work on campus throughout the semester and gain money to help finance your school. An important date to remember for juniors looking ahead for next year, October 1st is the earliest date you can submit your FAFSA, so you want to be sure to submit your FAFSA when you can do that. And then for seniors, we still are open. We're accepting FAFSAs, and you can get your FAFSA into us, and we'll send out a financial aid package to you once you're admitted. So briefly, I want to just recap. My contact information is here. I'll also put it in the chat. And then it is free to apply, so I want to encourage you to apply completely free for seniors that are wanting to apply. So thank you so much, and I look forward to talking to you guys more about Judson in the future.
Hi there, everyone. My name is Lizette Green. I will be sharing my screen here. So hi there, everyone. My name is Lizette Green, and I am the Assistant Director for Valparaiso University. Valparaiso University is located in Valparaiso, Indiana, which is about an hour outside of Chicago, 20 minutes south of the Indiana Dunes. So I believe that Valparaiso or Valpo is a great institution in a prime location. You're about an hour outside of major US city, but you're also 20 minutes south of a great national park. So our city is made up of about 33,000 residents, making us a smaller community. And we have a lot for our students to be a part of. Just 10 minutes walking distance from our campus, we have our Central Park Plaza, where we have a variety of restaurants, boutiques, many places for our students to be able to go and enjoy time off of campus. We also have many events that happen throughout the year. One of our more popular ones is the Popcorn Festival. So fun fact, Valpo is actually home to Orville Redenbacher. So every year right before classes start, we have a big popcorn festival for our students to enjoy and to get ready to start classes. We do have some great local transportation for our students if they do have or want to go to Chicago or they need access to the airport, making it a very great area for students to be able to move from one place to the next. A little bit about our history on campus. We were founded in 1859 as an independent Lutheran institution. Although we are an independent Lutheran school, our students actually come from many different backgrounds and beliefs. Valpo is very inclusive environment to students that practice religion or don't. We always like to say that you can be as much as involved or as little as involved as you would like to. There's a group or organization that you can be a part of, but knowing that there is a place for you on our campus. We have about 3,200 undergraduate students, making us about a medium-sized private institution. And with that, we have an average class size of 20 students and a 10-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Your classes can be a little bit larger if you're coming in as a freshman with your general courses, but overall we maintain that average class size of 20 students, but definitely start having those smaller class sizes once you get into your upper classes as a junior or a senior. We're a campus that is full of a lot of different events that happen throughout the year. One of the more popular ones on our campus is opening convocation, which is when all of our students, incoming freshmen, gather at the student union and they walk from the student union to the chapel. As they're walking to the chapel, they're being celebrated by our current students, faculty, and staff, welcoming them to be a part of campus. So you will always see that at Valpo, we have a very strong sense of community. We are made up of 5 different academic colleges and about 70 different academic majors. That includes our College of Business, College of Arts and Sciences, College of Engineering, our College of Nursing and Health Professions, and Christ College, which is the 3rd oldest honors college in the nation. All of our programs are direct admission, so when our students apply and they're admitted, you're officially in that program. There are no additional applications, no waiting period. You will start taking those classes right away. Some of our more popular programs at Valpo include our physician assistant program, which is a 5-year accelerated program, nursing, engineering, and meteorology. But overall, you'll see that a lot of our students will come to campus, and if they come in thinking about a major but aren't completely set on one, we are able to have our students take classes that first semester and hopefully find something that they're really passionate about. So there is no rush to select a major right away. We want to make sure that our students are comfortable and that they're choosing something that they're really good at and that they want to pursue for the remaining 3 years. Valpo has been consistently ranked as the best undergraduate teaching institution and as the best college in the Midwest. And I think this speaks volume onto our campus as to the type of faculty that we have. Our faculty members are always there to help our students reach that next level, whether that be helping them gain experience in undergraduate research or internship opportunities. We like to say that our students will have endless opportunities on campus, and it's a lot with our faculty members who know our students by their first name and are always helping them. So on our campus, our students are always taught by professors, never by graduate students, so really able to start building those professional relationships right away to start being able to get those experiences later on down the road. Some of the great opportunities too for our students include our academic support services, especially with that transition from high school to college. There might be a little bit of that time where a student might not be doing as well in a course or they might need additional support. And with our academic support services, we offer a variety of opportunities for our students, including peer mentoring programs. Our Career Center helps our students gain experience in helping them build their resume and have mock interviews. And we also have our Counseling Center and our Student Health Center, which is located right on our campus, especially with this year with the national pandemic that we had going on. A lot of parents were very wanting to make sure that their students were safe. And having a health center on our campus with practitioners and doctors, we're able to have that safety for our students. And if something were to happen, you only have to walk down the street to be able to get full access to those resources as well. But especially for our learning centers, I believe these are a great opportunity for our students if they're having a challenging time in the classroom with a large essay or they need additional support with a math class. The learning centers allow our students to be able to get that additional help outside of the classroom if they need some help with old exams or some peer tutoring services. Here you'll see a lot of our organizations that our students are involved in. It's very common for our students to be involved in not only one, but multiple organizations. We're a campus that our students love to engage in leadership activities. So being able to have a leadership position in one of our many organizations, and our list continues to grow. So one of the beautiful things about going to college is being able to find a group that you would like to be a part of. And if there's not one that you want to be a part of, all you need is a friend and a faculty or a staff member to approve that, and you'll be able to join those. So a lot of our students have those opportunities on campus. Last but not least, I want to talk a little bit about our application process. We are test optional this year, so you can complete our application through our own website or through the Common App, and you will be evaluated for our merit-based scholarships, which range from $22,000 to $27,000 a year. In addition to that, we do have our departmental scholarships, which can stack on top of those. But if you are interested in visiting us on campus, we are offering a variety of virtual and in-person campus visits for you. We would love to have you see us on campus. So please feel free to check us out on any of our social media platforms. Thank you for joining us today.
It's tough to follow, Lizette, but I will do my best. Hi, y'all. My name is Sarah, and I'm with the University of Arizona. I'm going to share my screen as all of my colleagues have done as well, and just share a little bit with you about the U of A, the University of Arizona. We're located in Tucson, Arizona, which is in the southern part of the state. If you know where Phoenix is, we're just about a little over 2 hours south of the Phoenix metro area. So we're about 1 million people strong there in the Tucson metro area. So we're definitely a larger city, but we still have that smaller college town vibe. You know, there in Southern Arizona, we don't have any other large institutions or professional sports. So you're going to see just Wildcat spirit and Wildcat pride through and through our city. The campus itself, we are about 1 square mile there in close to downtown. We're about a mile from the downtown area. So you're going to have a traditional college campus feel with all the perks of being in the big city, right? You're about a mile from downtown. So it's very easy to take the streetcar, to bike downtown. We have some students who walk if they're living in an apartment downtown to get to campus. And it's just a very fun place to go to school. We have about 35,000 undergraduate students at the University of Arizona, all 50 states represented. You wouldn't be the only friend from Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska. We see about 40% of our incoming freshmen coming from outside of the state of Arizona. So we're also proudly over 40% students of color. So we have a very diverse student body, and we're actually the second largest Hispanic serving institution. So we have 8 cultural centers on campus to support our students of different identities, whether those are cultural identities or even gender identities. So even though we're a large university, we're very proud of the ways that we have made our larger campus feel smaller by providing these just different ways to support and build community. I think you'll find that that's a very common theme at the University of Arizona. We have over 100 undergraduate majors. And when you're looking at all of our graduate majors and professional programs like law school. We have 2 medical schools, vet school. We actually have over 300 degree options to choose from. So you can't go wrong as far as, picking a major. We have folks on campus who can help you select one if you're feeling a little bit unsure of what you want to study. Business is going to be our most popular with the Eller College of Management. We're a top 20 public business school. We also have a really phenomenal College of Fine Arts. So if you're thinking about dance or theater, musical theater, theater design, those are generally in the top 10 nationally as well. And I don't think I mentioned this at the beginning, but we're a large state public school. So that's kind of why we have so many different majors, right? We have so many students with just a variety of interests, a variety of career plans and career goals. So you're going to see a lot of different avenues you can take. Yes, we encourage, majoring in multiple majors if you're interested, holding minors. It's very common for students to minor in underneath different colleges or in different languages. So just know that we have a 100% engagement initiative at the University of Arizona. So whatever's on your to-do list for college, we want to help make that happen. Maybe it's study abroad. Maybe it is, double majoring and having a minor. Maybe it's doing research. We're a tier 1 Carnegie research institution at the U of A. So everywhere you look, there's going to be not just in STEM, which we're pretty well known for, science, technology, engineering, and math, but also in fine arts, in education, in business. There's going to be ways that you can get that hands-on experience with your professors. Maybe that looks like for you, believe it or not, even though we're in the desert, you can do an internship with the Biosphere 2 to obtain a minor in marine science. How wild is that? So a lot of really unique opportunities at the University of Arizona. And because we have so many different students with a variety of interests, we have 600 plus clubs and organizations. So maybe that for you looks like a faith-based organization, fraternity and sorority life, or the Zona Zoo. The Zona Zoo is our official student cheering section. So maybe you want to come cheer on the Wildcats. And football, basketball, baseball, softball, swimming and diving, you name it, we probably have it. We were most recently in the Final Four for women's basketball. So very proud student body. And our thing we always love to say to each other is bear down. So you'll hear that a lot at the University of Arizona. The SALT Center is great for you if you are a student with learning differences. So maybe ADD, ADHD, dyslexia. The SALT Center is just an additional place to find community and to get support and mentorship throughout your time at the university. Our application's pretty easy. We're on Common App, Coalition App, and just our general website. It's pretty easy to get that completed. We don't ask for like formal recommendation letters or a full-blown essay. We have an optional personal statement. You'll self-report all of your classes and grades, and pretty quick to submit. We do have scholarships that you see here. This is for the fall 2021 class. So if you're a junior right now, just know this may change just a little bit for you. Whenever you're looking to apply, we should have that ready closer to September. But these are automatic. So based on your GPA, on a 4.0 unweighted scale, we're looking at your grades freshman year through junior year. Whenever we're letting you know what your decision is for your application, we'll say, hopefully, yay, you've been admitted to the University of Arizona. And here's what scholarship you were awarded. So there's no supplemental scholarship or application required. We're test optional for admission, and for the majority of our programs, there are a couple who they're still test optional, but they would encourage you to send a test score. And then we are completely test free for our merit scholarships. So that is what I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed it. Come visit us in Tucson. We just started our in-person tours on April 1st. So be sure to register for those early because they go quick. But again, my name is Sarah. I'll put my information in the chat and feel free to reach out if you have any questions.
Thank you, University of Arizona. With that said, that concludes the presentation portion of our session today. But now we're going to transition to the Q&A section. So with that said, I would love for all of our amazing presenters, feel free to return, turn your cameras back on, and I'm going to pose a question to the group. The group here will respond in the order in which they presented. The first question, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
All right, then I guess I'm up first. What advice I would give to the college? The advice I would give someone through the college search process is that I would just say ask as many questions as possible. No question is a dumb question. So ask as many questions as you can think of as possible. And also, if you can, take a tour. If you can take a tour virtually or even in person, stepping foot on an institution's campus is really something that is, I mean, as cliche as it sounds, you just know when you know. So again, asking as many questions as possible and definitely taking a tour.
All right, I'll go next. When looking for different colleges, I would say just to keep an open mind, really find different organizations on campus that you can get involved in, that you can kind of see yourself doing in the future, just to kind of find your niche on a university's campus. And just kind of seeing where you'd fit in as far as a degree program, even some fun activities that you can do as well. So just, keeping an open mind is not just academic wise, but just total university wise as far as what you can get involved in.
Sorry, I was muted there. My advice to you would be to use the resources that you have around you. Our job is to help you through the admissions process moving forward. I know everyone here can also do that for you. And then also your high school guidance counselors are great resources for you to be able to get connected and help you through that college admissions process too.
My advice is to visit. So I know that this year has been very weird for everyone this last year, but one positive thing that I think came out of it was a lot of universities changed a lot of their visits to virtual programming, and I don't think that's going away anytime soon. So I encourage students to always visit, whether that be virtually, in person, to be able to see if it is going to be the right fit for you. So don't go to wherever your friends are going, but talk to the admission representatives, look at those schools, do those visits to hopefully see if you can really see yourself there for 4 years.
My advice really piggybacks on Lizette about doing a visit. It's not just about visiting the campus, but also visit the city and the town. I mean, you're going to live there potentially for 4 years. So is this a city or a college town that you see yourself thriving in? Or are you envisioning yourself like, I think that if I'm not doing something on campus, what am I going to be doing? Am I going to be going home, or what's going on in town for students?
Great advice. And I'm someone who actually is a guidance counselor, so I really appreciate all of that advice that you all shared. Our next question here, share your favorite event on campus.
So at UCO, one of my favorite events is called, it's our big overnight event. So during Forge, what we have is, and that's our student orientation program. After our student orientation program, you actually get to sleep. It's called Wake Up in Wantland. So you actually get to wake up in Wantland at midnight and be on the field with all of your incoming class. And so it's a great experience to get to know all of your fellow classmates that are coming into UCO with you. And really at the end of your 4-year or 5-year experience at UCO, you actually get to ring a bell that is in the same location that you actually woke up in Wantland for, which is our stadium, which is pretty awesome.
All right. Well, at University of North Texas, my favorite event that we have is our homecoming bonfire. So this is when we bring our alumni back, and at the end of the week, all the students can share stories and roast marshmallows, and then just enjoy this bonfire that we put on at the end of homecoming week. So that's one of my favorite events that we hold.
At Judson University, my favorite event that we have for our students each year during homecoming weekend, we have a homecoming dance for our students, and it's really cool. I know in the past, in 2019, we had our dance at the Drake Hotel in Chicago, and we've also had them at like Lake Geneva and in Milwaukee. So it's really cool to check out all the cool cities around the Elgin area and be able to do that.
So I talked about a couple of events that we have on campus, but my personal favorite would be Taste of Valpo. This happens in the beginning of the school year when we have a lot of the local restaurants down at the Central Park Plaza. They come to campus and they have free tastings of their food. So I love food, our students love it. And being just an hour outside of Chicago, honestly, we have a great food scene with local restaurants. So I believe that is one of the top favorite events that we have on campus, just being able to see all of the great local food that we have downtown.
It's hard to pick a favorite, and I'm sure all my colleagues here tonight are thinking the same thing. But one event that I really enjoy on campus is hiking a mountain as a freshman. It's a tradition we have every year that, you know, we're in a mountainous area. There's mountains and foothills that surround Tucson, so it's probably looks a little bit different topography wise than where you guys are joining us in from. But every year in the fall, the freshmen hike up the mountain. There's a big A for Arizona at the top of the mountain, and they repaint it. That way it sticks out nice and proudly throughout the year. So that's my favorite event / tradition.
Nice. Thank you all for sharing. With that said, that concludes our virtual college fair for today, but I have a few closing announcements. As you exit from our Zoom session, a survey will appear. It's approximately 4 questions, but please complete the survey. It's extremely useful for us as we aim to improve our virtual college fair offerings in the future. Also want to remind you that the recording of our session of today will be available within about a week or so. You'll have access to it. With that said, I want to thank our amazing presenters for joining us, but I also want to thank all of our amazing panelists and our attendees for being here. I hope everyone has a great evening. Thank you.